Tulsi Gabbard completely destroys our favorite woman ever, Joy Behar of The View, after she tries to suggest that Tulsi is a Russian agent of some kind. Guys, I think it's no secret that if somebody dares to question the American foreign policy establishment, which unfortunately for all of us is dominated by neocons who love war, things get ugly for them quick, as you can see right here. So we're gonna jump right into that video, guys. It's gonna be a fun one. But first, everyone, very, very important. Like our video, share it around, and yes, please do subscribe to the Resist the Mainstream YouTube channel. Why do this? So we can keep getting you more videos of the neocon establishment being crushed, of course. That's why, guys. As always, I'm your host, Darian, and let's get into the show.
So, before I ask you the first question, what's happening with the telescope and the stuff?
Oh, gosh. The challenge is ongoing. The challenge is ongoing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
What is that?
So,
Just explain.
they decided, it was decided that they were going to go on sacred land.
Oh, yeah. I remember this.
And put up a telescope and do all this stuff. And the Hawaiians said, no, you're not going to do that. So it's been a fight. Tulsi's been at the forefront. Yeah. And I try to bring it up, I
remember.
when I can, because I think sacred land is sacred land.
Yeah.
You can't, you can't
anywhere.
mess with it. So I have to ask you this instead. So we were just talking about EU Ambassador Sondland changing his testimony yesterday, that he had to be refreshed about quid pro quo, and you've been skeptical more than a lot of the Democrats about the impeachment inquiry. Were you surprised by what he did yesterday?
Well, look, the facts are important, and we'll get to that. I want to start with something that I think is also important about facts.
They don't like facts at The View.
Recently on your show here...
I was just going to get to that.
Good. Helping you out.
You want me to ask you the question?
No, look, some of you have accused me of being a traitor to my country, a Russian asset, a Trojan horse, or a useful idiot, I think was the term that you used. Which basically means that I'm naive or lack intelligence to know what's going on.
They use that.
I want to let your viewers know exactly who.
Did Joy Behar essentially just call herself a Russian? Because she goes, but that's a Russian term. They use that. But you used it against Tulsi. So are you a Russian asset now? Like what? These people don't even know what they're saying half the time. It's insane.
Who I am.
All right.
Set the record straight. I am a patriot. I love our country. I am a strong and intelligent woman of color. And I have dedicated almost my entire adult life to protecting the safety, security, and the freedom of all Americans in this country. It was the attacks on 9/11.
Well, I guess we're getting a little bit far ahead of ourselves, but Franklin Graham finds you refreshing. He doesn't find me refreshing. Richard Spencer, the white nationalist leader, says he could vote for you.
Joy, this is why
you're on
here.
Tucker Carlson at least 10 times. Why don't you go on Chris Wallace's show?
This is why.
She's literally on a hostile interview full of a bunch of far left hosts. And she's like, well, why don't you go on the Chris Wallace show, huh? What? Tulsi is she goes on all sides of the political spectrum all the time. It's such a dishonest attack. As far as Richard Spencer saying she'd vote for her, okay, who cares? Richard Spencer also said he was voting for, and I believe did vote for, Joe Biden. Is Behar gonna start complaining about that? Something tells me she won't.
I'm here because you and other people continue to spread these innuendos that have nothing to do with who I am.
Well, Hillary Clinton started it, and then you shot back at her, boy.
It's no secret that Joe Biden's economy has brought us rampant inflation, and it sucks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of tired of paying Michelin star prices every time I go to McDonald's. Remember when we had a $1 McDonald's burger? Back when America was a great country? Yeah. Me too. We had them when Trump was in office. Just saying. Anyways, to help mitigate some of this inflation, or at least try to, I am now partnered with Goldco. What is Goldco? It's a precious metals company where you can do exactly that, invest in precious metals. And by the way, guys, you can roll over your IRA or 401k penalty and tax-free. Yeah, not a joke. Kind of cool. And just look at the history of it. as the dollar has gone down in value, gold has historically maintained its value or gone up. That's an amazing thing, and that's why I highly recommend you try it out. So guys, check it out. You can go to rtmgold.com, click the link in the description, or type in your browser, rtmgold.com, and you can get a free gold kit, okay? A free gold kit. I'm not even kidding. Once again, that's rtmgold.com.
You doubled down, unfortunately, you doubled down on the baseless accusations that she made that strikes at the core of who I am. I'm a soldier. Because of the attacks on 9/11, I enlisted in the military to go after and defeat and destroy the evil that visited us on that day. I've served now for over 16 years, deployed twice to the Middle East during the height of the war, where every single day I saw firsthand the terribly high human cost. It's why I ran for Congress.
We actually have the clip of Hillary Clinton, just to put this in
Just
context
put it
of
in
what we're
context.
talking about. Let's take a look at that.
I'm not making any predictions, but I think they've got their eye on somebody who's currently in the Democratic primary and are grooming her to be the third-party candidate. She's the favorite of the Russians. They have a bunch of, sites and bots and other ways of supporting her so far. And that's assuming Jill Stein will give it up, which she might not, because she's also a Russian asset.
Yeah, apparently everyone who opposes Hillary Clinton and her excessive warmongering is a Russian asset. Do people fall for this stuff still? They did the same thing on Donald Trump, too. Keep in mind, you remember with Trump, all the 4 years, basically almost the entire 4 years he was in office, Russia, 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 Russia. And no evidence for any of it. The Steele dossier, which Hillary Clinton helped push, by the way, was completely proven to be a hoax. The whole thing was made up. The level of lies just get more and more absurd as time goes on. And make no mistake, they attacked Donald Trump for the same reason they attacked Gabbard. They are enemies of the neoconservative political establishment that wants nothing more than to wage war over and over again so they can stuff the pockets of Boeing, Lockheed Martin, the so-called defense contractors, as they call them. Yeah, that's why they don't like them, okay? It's nothing to do with Russia this or Putin that. It's just all made up, bunch of silliness.
So
Really? I mean, this is outrageous. This is outrageous and offensive on so many levels. I've served as a member of Congress now for almost 7 years, receiving high-level national security and intelligence briefings, serving on the Foreign Affairs Committee, the Armed Services Committee, the Homeland Security Committee, working to ensure the safety and security of the people of this country. This is why I'm running for president, to continue that commitment of service.
So are you surprised, though, that when people see bots and things and all the things that we've sort of been seeing heading your way, that people have these questions? Because she's not the only one. Hillary, I don't think, is the only one. So what she's saying is she feels they are grooming you. You're saying nobody's grooming me. I'm doing what I'm doing because I'm a soldier and a patriot.
It's offensive to me as a soldier, as an American, as a member of Congress, as a veteran, and frankly, as a woman, to be so demeaned in
But you
such
called
a way.
her the personification of rock.
So demeaned
She's a woman
in such
too.
a way. Well, I'm pointing to the fact that she has continued this legacy of being the world's police around the world, that has waged wars costing the lives of thousands of my brothers and sisters in uniform. I'm speaking out against that and
What's
to
your evidence
change
to that?
to change.
Well, can I?
Are you serious?
Let's hear it.
Are you serious?
Let's hear it.
I served in the war
Not
in
you,
Iraq.
her. You're saying that she's-
exactly.
she's a
I
warmonger.
served
How do
in
you
the
come
war
up with
in
that?
Iraq
Yeah.
that she championed. She championed a regime change war
Did you not
in
believe
Libya.
in that war?
I believe the lies that were told to us.
Well, so did she.
So,
Yeah, the one telling the lies is the one who believed it. Okay, sure.
it is indisputable. It is indisputable to say anything other than the fact
Well, this- can I-
that
can I
Hillary.
say
Let me just close this out. That Hillary Clinton, throughout her career, has led with a foreign policy of interventionism and being the world's police, going and toppling dictators in other countries that has caused such destruction and loss of life. I'm against that. I'm running for president to change that. Rather than actually debate me on the issues, she and others are resorting to these smear tactic campaigns, seeking to undermine me, smear my character, and sending a message to anyone who dissents. Toe the line, or you too will be smeared.
Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the video. As always, be sure to comment below. Let us know what you liked, what you want to see next, and we'll see you guys again soon. Thank you, and God bless.